It's amazing to be a part of this size of a huge project.
This is a massive project.
I value this is a huge project, huge opportunity also, and of course really nice and beautiful place to be.
Probably you can say also that this is probably kind of an adventure.
I don't know if you're ever going to get to work in a project this size another time in your life.
First time I heard about the project, it was like 2019. So then I got these first contacts, and of course my husband Jari was already involved with the project. And when I started to hear that there's open vacancies, of course I was really interested to join this. First of all, this is the biggest pulp mill project ever globally, so that is the one thing.
Well, my biggest motivation was that this was an unprecedented challenge, and then getting all of these goods to the site would be the biggest logistics project in the history of Uruguay. So it's not every day that you get to work in a project like this.
Well, this is the biggest project for UPM, and I think that one of the biggest projects also in Uruguay, and it's globally really huge project.
Projects of this size are very target-oriented and not business as usual.
Never seen this kind of like a project live in this size. So a little bit taking a step out from your comfort zone.
This is a massive construction, of course. In Uruguay, say that we have this harbor, and then we have the railroad, and then we have this mill project, and then all the plantations and all trees and all of that, and that combination, how that is in a way contributing to the development of the country and so on, and being part of that, I think is already great to be part of this development.
It's really great to be working in a global environment, and of course seeing things from a different perspective. And this is of course hectic life, and I love challenges. We have challenges here, so.
4 casos confirmados de coronavirus.
Queremos agregar que estamos ante una situación compleja.
Nuevo récord de casos en esta jornada, se registraron 10.600.
Récord absoluto de casos, 12.500.
Estamos viviendo una de las mayores crisis del transporte marítimo de la historia.
Ferocious second wave of coronavirus.
It is affecting global supply chain.
The global supply chain isn't functioning as it normally does.
It takes between 5 and 8 weeks for these container vessels to make it from China.
One of the biggest challenges, of course, was COVID and the implication to logistics and all the activities after that. So that's of course cause a major impact as we all have seen in our life.
Well, I think that it's been in the press and everywhere that everyone knows that the global logistics chain was really backed up, and we also got our shares of those troubles. There wasn't necessarily availability of ships, and then that put a strain on these schedules.
And then of course very challenging transportation, as Fray Bentos was one harbor, and so to haul all these equipment across, and even the biggest ones to get across the river, and as the river was not high enough, you couldn't take the heaviest equipment across. And again made that when there is, hopefully it will rain, so that we can increase the water level in the river. So all this planning had to be redone and again, and how the ships are available, how containers are available.
That kind of replanning you need to do always, but especially with that kind of external factors, COVID, etc., which that you need to plan everything so much often, and that just things do change fast and you need to adapt.
But I think after all, how things are now standing, so it has been managed quite nicely after all, which is then of course thanks to the team that has been put together and found.
The best thing of my job is the people that I work. It's different people, and of course to see that we can go ahead and we have the progress in that sense.
With my Uruguayan colleagues, I can feel a strong commitment and that they are professionally very good.
Actually, Uruguayans are quite close Finnish people in the end. It's easy to work with them. They have good sense of humor and it's nice to work with them.
And of course, like in the Uruguayans, they have a close connection between each other, and even though when you see first time people, you start to feel that I'm not a stranger in this sense. So it's a good side of them.
I think in the back of my mind, I always wanted to work in another country.
At the beginning, we knew basically nothing about Paso de los Toros. So
Paso de los Toros, it is quite interesting place. It's somehow small and situated quite centrally to everywhere, so which makes it then a little like Middle Earth.
It's a small town, but I got quite used to be here, and this is like big community that we have here with other people who are living here. So we have a lot of activities together, and it feels like we are one big family over here.
Exactly, it's like that. So basically, doors are open, and it's good that there are close by there are same age children, so they can just go ring the doorbell, and if somebody's home, they go in and start playing.
One thing I really appreciate is the new friends, Uruguayan and then of course the Finnish friends. I have new hobbies and spending time with the locals, and I love the nature here. So this is definitely like being at home in this project. So I really love this. It's like home.
The general feeling I get from Uruguay is that there is a lot of innovation and at least the feeling is that it is throughout all over the country. Like of course then is the harbor and the railroad and this and then plantations and all of that, but it is more and a part of that strong development feeling you have in the whole country at the moment. So you can almost touch this feeling, I think.
In some way it's available when you are seeing the project itself, the size of it, and think that you are part of something big like this, and this mill will be here for a long time, so you have been part of building a mill like that. So it's amazing.
Three things that I'm gonna miss here. Of course the friends, the colleagues, that's something. I know that we have already good friends here, also local friends, and definitely I'm gonna miss them. Parisha is gonna be one of them that I'm gonna miss, and then the good meat. And of course the nature. I like the nature here, so that's definitely really near my heart here in Paso de los Toros.